Yeah, he's been putting some games, like flecking some games.
I'm pretty sure Favio's a crip.
Do you like not use bees? Do you replace your bees?
I
With
mean,
bees?
that dude got shot in his neighborhood. It only makes sense.
What? When? What?
No one got shot in my neighborhood.
The frick?
Well, someone got murdered.
Yeah, dude, by a not game-related thing. It's kind of fucked up. They got murdered because kids were murdered because their mom thought they were fucking possessed by the demon.
Because
by demons.
What's up with
By
all these, like
gays.
This whole soccer injury story took a really weird turn.
You know what? You know what? You know what I have to say about that? Welcome back to the Goon Squad podcast. This is the second episode, and I'm here with my friend, plural, have friends, Nicholas Strawberry, Sherbert,
That's me.
and two new voices.
Hello, I'm a new voice.
That's Chris. Say hello, Chris.
And my name's Diego.
And there's Diego.
I went downstairs to get water.
Good. Go. Okay. And today we're gonna cover the Microsoft and Bethesda E3 conferences. So, to start off, how'd you guys like it?
Well, it was.
What?
It was good.
Average.
Both briefings were really good. Microsoft's was interesting. I gotta say, I wasn't expecting a lot of the stuff that they were going to do. And as for Bethesda's press conference, whatever you want to call it, briefing, I wasn't expecting it to be so short. Actually, I was expecting it to be like about an hour long, but actually it felt more like 20 minutes to half an hour long. They kept it very short and simple, so you gotta commend them for that. So
That's true. That's true. All right. So we're just gonna start up with the Microsoft conference. I actually didn't catch like the first couple minutes of it, but
I mean,
Microsoft.
so what they start off with, like,
there was nothing too big on it.
Like
Basically,
flops.
if you're into racing games, basically they showed off Forza 7.
Forza.
Just, how Forza, whatever.
yeah,
you
no,
call it.
yeah, I didn't actually figure that. Like, I thought it was pronounced Forza, but it's like Forza, whatever.
Yeah, Forza.
Didn't know that.
is it like Italian or that name?
I
I
believe.
think
I'm
it
not,
is.
I'm not 100% sure on that. But basically, they showed off the new Forza for the new Xbox. Just showed off in-game how it's going to look, how it runs, 4K. They were really pushing hard on the 4K thing. Like everyone's really often they were saying 4K this, 4K that. Really trying to get the message across to people. So
Yeah, throughout the whole conference, they were saying that
Mhm.
they were trying to, they
Yeah.
were really milking that. But on more to add on that, they unveiled what Project Scorpio's real name is, the Xbox One X.
I know Favio
Yeah,
usually
Xbox One
has
X.
problems.
I do not like that name. It is very
Yeah.
stupid.
I don't like it either, but at the same time, I don't know what else I would have called it. So
It's
yeah.
Scorpio.
Or
Eh,
Xbox
Yo.
Extreme.
No, I wouldn't know that. Okay, so that is.
it would be weird because you already have the Xbox One S.
Yeah,
and then if
exactly.
you go ahead and name it Scorpio, then it kind of
Oh, I see.
breaks that trend.
I see what they like.
Add-
People get
add another
confused.
360 to
They
it.
Yeah.
break the trend. So they try to keep it together, I guess you can say.
All right, so they were basically being like, "Oh, dude, this is gonna be the greatest console to play." Basically, they're really being
Yeah.
like, "Get 4K resolution." The one thing is that they kind of like got me confused. Is like they have 4K and UHD. Isn't that 1440p?
4K
Well-
and 4K UHD. I don't.
Isn't that what it is, Nick? Right? For UHD is
Well,
supposed to be like ultra.
UHD is like 8. No, it's not 8K. That's stupid. Yeah, like 1440p.
Yeah, so
That's
it's like 2K.
yeah.
So
2K.
it's gonna like basically and then they also said HDR. which
Yeah,
is- so like
which is, I mean, that's only for specific TVs. But
yeah,
like with the whole, oh hey, we have 4K gaming and everything. I like with Forza. I know it's a racing game, but it's just like, Wow, really a way to show your new 4K console by showing a lot of empty desert in the first.
Cars.
It's like,
In the first
man,
bit, yeah.
do I love looking at the sands of Egypt
Well,
and
that's-
the roads.
Well, I was going more on like that. Saying that there's multiple resolutions, that means not all of the games can be 4K.
Yeah, I know. Like, it's
So, like-
dynamic. And
Yeah, so like that's kind of like a ooh, you're not. I don't
Mhm.
know. It was weird that whatever.
Yeah.
And also they revealed a new Ferrari, like at the conference, right?
They revealed a new Porsche. I think
Is it a
is,
Porsche?
Yeah.
Oh,
I think it was a Porsche.
yeah, he kept on
I'm
saying,
not 100% sure. I'm not a car guy, so I believe it was a Porsche if my memory is correct.
all right.
Well,
So going on, like going more than I forget his name. Who?
he's Phil Spencer.
Yeah,
Phil Spencer?
He comes out, right? And he was like, Xbox is the greatest thing ever. Basically, they're like saying, and then they were like, "Oh, we're gonna promise you, we're gonna show you 42 games, and like 20, and half of them are like exclusive consoles.
Yeah, I believe they introduced 44 games,
42.
and then 22 were exclusives.
They said 42.
40. Oh, okay, yeah.
My bad. I did weird math.
No, you're good. You're good.
And then they showed a cool demo of nothing.
Hmm.
Like, oh yeah, the first demo they showed, right? It was just a whole bunch of nothing and a whole bunch of walking around. It's stupid. And then turns out to be a new Metro game. Metro
game.
Exodus,
Well,
right?
That's
Just
really threw me off.
quick thing before we get into Metro.
Oh.
I noticed that we didn't get into the specs of the Xbox One X, just if you were wondering,
remembered
like what the
that.
specs were on that.
Well,
So apparently the specs for the Xbox One X, there is going to be a 6 teraflop GPU clocked at 1.172 gigahertz. There's going to be 12 gigabytes of GDDRS memory, 326 gigabytes per second of memory bandwidth. And let me scroll down real quick because I'm reading this on an article. Where is it?
What?
They don't
I
have
actually-
the
I
other
should-
stuff on here.
I didn't write that down. So they say
also-
what was the GDRDS memory?
12 gigabytes.
Was,
of
12
GDDR.
where is
gigabytes?
it on the article here?
Yeah, 12 with GDDR5.
Well, I mean that's impressive because like I mean it has to be.
Yeah.
I mean
Isn't like an equivalent of like maybe a 970?
yeah,
GTA.
that does it's kind of equivalent as like a
Yeah.
no I would say like 1060 even.
No, 1060, that's a 4.5
Is it 4.5?
teraflop. Yeah, I know that for a fact.
Okay.
It's actually on
I
par
mean-
with the Xbox with the PS4 Pro.
I mean, to be honest, like specs like that are kind of expected to be
Yeah.
running because they're not going crazy. Like they're not doing anything. They're just doing 4K.
Next gen.
Yeah.
It's not like they're going like in 4K 60 hertz. 60 frames per
Yeah.
second. That's not too crazy nowadays. But
I found some more specs on here because the other website wasn't doing what it needed to be doing, so I found another one. So if you care about the weight and dimension, so dimensions for this Xbox, which by the way is actually the smallest Xbox out of all of the other two,
Huh.
out of the 3 Xboxes.
I really want
Um,
to see it now.
So the dimensions for this thing is going to be 30 centimeters by 24 centimeters by 6 centimeters. The weight is going to be 4.8 pounds. The CPU on this is a custom CPU at 2.3 gigahertz, 8 cores. The GPU is a custom GPU as well at 1.142 gigahertz, 40 CUs, Polaris features, and 6.0 teraflops. For the memory, it is 12 gigabytes of GDDR5 at 326 gigabytes per second. I know I said all this, but I'm just kind of reading it off. For the flash, which I'm guessing is I'm not too sure what the flash is. It's 8 gigabytes. Internal storage is a 1 terabyte hard drive. The optical disk drive is a 4K UHD Blu-ray, and the
Okay.
PSU is a 245W internal.
When you say-
that's pretty. I mean, I don't think they're gonna have any upgrades, so
Mhm.
everything's internal. But the flash, I'm probably assuming that's like an SSD
Yeah. That's what I was
for
thinking.
like the OS. That's not to be like. I'm not trying to
It's
be a
not
Debbie.
bad.
I'm not trying to be a Debbie Downer, but like that's not that impressive.
It's not that impressive.
I mean,
but it's not bad for a console either.
yeah.
That's true,
Also,
but like
I can really see, like, I don't know, I have this back in my mind where, okay, you can now buy this console, which pretty much is like a decent PC. Yeah,
Mhm.
and then I feel like it's gonna push people like,
If
oh
you're gonna
crap,
get
now.
like around a decent to
Moderately.
low end
Yeah.
PC, the Xbox One X is.
I
is
mean,
the one.
because it's
Yeah.
like the pricing is pretty cool.
500.
Yeah,
$500.
$500.
That's not bad.
500.
But
Not bad for I'm
for a
gonna
console.
say I was expecting him to maybe price it a little bit higher than 500.
Really?
Same here.
But I'm pretty happy
they're-
actually that they priced it at 5.
They're
Well,
pretty-
see, now, like, with it at 500, you know for a fact, because of the hardware that X was putting into it, is they're selling it at a loss currently.
yeah.
So
that's
I'm
what- yeah.
not surprised they said we have 42 new games. It's like, well, you're really going to need to rely on software now,
Well, I'm
because
just
that's where a lot of your income's going to come from for the.
like to add to that is like because they're on the losing side.
Oh no,
They're on the
massive.
Currently, right now,
Yeah.
Microsoft is losing heavily to Sony in
Yeah.
the console gaming side of things.
Because like almost like for the past 4 years, like Sony's been kicking ass,
Yeah,
Mhm.
and
That's-
and then Nintendo holds up in the ring, but like
yeah.
whew,
Nintendo
Well-
coming out with the Switch.
yeah, that really helped them
out. Really
helped them
helped
out.
them.
They really kind of
Some potential.
it really
Yeah.
kind of like destroyed the Wii U and everything it happened.
It blew a lot of
I-
expectations
It did.
out of the water for people. So
I
that's a
mean,
good thing.
With Nintendo, like, they took a bad beating because, like, the Wii U was successful at first. Like, hell, you couldn't even
Couldn't get
find a for a long time, and then it just trickled down.
Flat.
I'm happy the Switch may not be that. I mean, Nintendo's been lagging around, but like they managed to do their own thing
All
like
right.
for a while. But
Mhm.
but also,
And,
sorry.
go ahead. What were you gonna say?
Yeah, no, it's just like while EA, Sony is being all successful and stuff, competition's good because when you have like an untested Sony, you get the $599 and just hey, we can do anything and we can just price this at the worst possible price.
I
and
honestly-
people just
I don't believe that's
accept
ever
that.
going to happen again, though.
Oh yeah,
Probably not
well,
again.
I don't know. You never know. It's just there's just one dominant force in a monopoly, basically, and then Sony's just like, "Yo, we're gonna do whatever we want because we're the only source of entertainment for gaming." I'm like,
I
well,
don't believe that, but
sucks.
I don't.
I mean,
Yeah, no,
can-
I get it, but like,
Could happen.
yeah.
but either way, moving on to that, new Metro game.
Okay, I was going to say just a few little other things, but if you want to move on to Metro, that's totally fine.
Yeah, Metro Exodus, dude, that demo was just nothing.
In the beginning, I saw that it was, I kind of got a Metro feel
I
to it.
immediately
Me
thought I
too.
immediately knew it was a Metro game.
Actually, I immediately knew when I saw the mask.
Yeah, when I was about to say that too. When I saw the gas mask, I knew it was a Metro game.
Yeah.
Have you all played
I-
Metros?
I've played the
Yeah.
other Metro games. They were very good actually. I don't know if like that's a popular opinion, but I enjoyed them at least.
It's a popular opinion.
And Metro 2033 was a phenomenal game, and then Metro Last Light was also very good as well.
That was the latest
but-
one, right?
Metro Last Light was the last Metro game that they made, which I don't remember when they made.
I think
Last Light.
2015.
2015?
Okay.
I don't
I
remember.
could be
So-
completely wrong though.
Mhm.
Metro Exodus. I don't know if they didn't say a release date, right?
No, well, they said
Uh,
early 2018.
Early
Early
2018. Dang, a lot of games come out early 2018.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think everything that they announced there is either going to be coming out this year, 2017, or next year, 2018.
Okay.
Bethesda's
So,
Then the next thing, going on to the next thing, Assassin's Creed Origins.
Okay, so for this, I did not think Microsoft was gonna open with just Ass Creed Origins. Like,
Right.
I was like,
Oh boy.
Did
okay.
you just say
Did you say
Oh,
ass?
yeah, dude, I have particular feelings for like Assassin's Creed, but like
alright.
for this game, I mean, I didn't feel it. I mean, I saw like, okay, the stealth looks more refined, the combat looks more refined than like
Right.
the previous games, but I need to see more still because I'm still like,
Yeah. Well,
I'm not sold
well,
yet.
I'm assuming they're gonna show more at the Ubisoft.
Oh yeah, of
Yeah,
course.
but
at the Ubisoft press
conference.
conference. But I was just gonna say real quick that I like what Assassin's Creed did, where they took a year off. You know, they didn't release an Assassin's Creed for a year. They kind of learned from their little mistake of releasing an Assassin's Creed every year, and just kind of like putting them in a deeper hole than they should have been. And looking to the new Assassin's Creed that they announced here, I'm not impressed by what I saw, but I feel like there can be something. Like if they do it right, like because now they have the whole story of introducing where the assassins came from, where the Brotherhood came from. I'm pretty sure they're going to introduce the Templars as well, in their new like when they're first starting out, and if like I said, if they learn from their mistakes from the past, and they they go ahead and fix all that, I think this Assassin's Creed could do good, but we'll just have to see in the coming years to see what's going to happen.
I remember Unity and how I got so burnt from that because I was like, oh man, this looks really
Assassin's Creed?
great. Yeah,
Yeah.
Unity. I was like, this looks
Oh.
really great. It looks quite
right.
The
advanced, I guess. I was at least optimistic about it. I didn't think it would be like,
Mhm.
oh, this game's going to change lives, but
yeah.
then when it came out, it was like, well, you just
What
dropped the ball.
what
this
Assassin's
one
Creed
seems
games
quite
did you guys
different.
play? Did you guys play
I
all of
played-
them, or did you guys play a couple? Because for me personally, I played 1, 2, 3, 4, and then 4 was the last one I played. I didn't play anyone after that.
I only played 4.
I only played 4.
Yeah, and I
played-
really enjoyed it, and I was really
Yeah.
happy. And then when was it Unity the next one after that?
Yeah.
What
I
was- then
believe
what's-
the
Oh, and then it was Syndicate, right?
Syndicate?
Yeah,
which
that's the
was
latest
set in
one.
England.
Okay, yeah. When Unity came out, I was excited for it, but then it was a big letdown. But more with this. I like how the eagle vision is actually an eagle. I thought that was really cool.
Yeah,
I thought that was
I
really
mean,
really cool.
Is it? Did they say it's the Eagle Vision, or
I mean,
is it just,
it,
we're just assuming?
it takes, like, I guess I am assuming, but like it kind of takes the role as an eagle vision, because
Mhm.
he goes up and he marks targets. That's what eagle vision
Yeah.
did. So I like that. Cool. Like again, everything looks super refined. I liked all of it. The one they introduced a new system, like not a system.
Air.
Well, like with the points, like the ability points
The
and, like,
ability points, yeah.
and the weapon stats and customization. That's
They
kinda
added
cool.
looting into the
Yeah.
into the whole game, which
That's new.
I don't know how I feel about
Looting?
them adding looting into the game, because
Yeah, like they
looting is becoming a part of a lot of video games lately. You have Overwatch, and you have
I don't say Overwatch. I mean, like it's more like I don't think they're gonna have like loot boxes. I'm saying like looting.
well,
off of-
no, but I mean, like, there's a loot mechanic to the game. Is what
Yeah,
I mean.
but that's
Like,
yeah.
Picking stuff off of people's bodies.
Yes, that's that. Yeah, that's what he. Because like I remember when he took down those first two guys in the fucking coolest way ever.
Well, like with the way the game loots and everything, even some systems, it feels very Far Cry to me to a degree.
It does a
Yeah.
little bit, but
I was just
Same
basically to say
company.
that, like, I don't know how I don't know how I feel about, like, them adding, like, a lot of video games these days adding, like, a whole, like, loot system. Because
I mean
a lot of companies are doing it, and I don't know how long it's gonna last. I mean that's just my opinion.
it just prolongs the life of their game.
Yeah, but then
But it's a
but then
gimmick.
but then you also
It's a
have
gimmick. It's a very. I believe. I honestly don't. I
Gimmick that
think.
works.
Yeah, but like I don't think they're gonna. I think it's just looting within the game, not like you can get other stuff.
yeah, yeah. I mean,
I
I
don't
mean,
think.
looting isn't a bad thing, but if your game solely like focuses
I don't think it
on
will
the
be.
survival of the game to rely on looting, I don't know how that's gonna play out. I mean, go ahead and look at. I mean, I'm not saying that these games are bad, but um, the Division and Destiny, for example, those two games, they heavily relied on the whole loot system. And I'm not saying that they're bad games, but um, they heavily relied on the loot system. The Division, the Division did do so well. Destiny did okay for what it has. So I don't know. We'll just have to see what happens with this one.
You know what really took a shit for Honor? Like the
Mhm.
player base is just took a massive dip.
For Honor's another game that has the loot system in it, and it didn't do well. I mean, it didn't do well because of the loot system. It didn't do well just for numerous reasons for the game. But
One
you
to
know,
be like how it sets up like the peer-to-peer system, P2P.
Mm.
I'm like, well, dropped games everywhere.
yeah,
So, not a good choice.
Well,
right off the bat.
okay, but going with this, I feel like it just adds more.
it adds
Like,
more depth to the
yeah,
game.
that's all. I mean, because I honestly don't believe that even if the loot system's bad, I don't think the game's gonna do bad because it does look
Yeah.
good.
I'm not saying the game's going
Seems
to be
like a
bad
side
either.
No,
I'm
I'm not
just
saying that either. I'm just saying like I'm saying it's not gonna drop like with the games you've mentioned. But
Mhm.
going on with that,
Yeah.
they have the ability points. Like I'm assuming that goes to. They didn't really show what it did. I'm assuming it does like skills.
Yeah. I mean, yeah. It's safe to assume that the ability points go ahead and go with your skills. Kind of same with Skyrim and Fallout.
Yeah.
You level up.
Very
you get
RPG.
point. Yeah.
Yeah.
They did say in the beginning that they did add some RPG elements into the game.
Yeah, and then
which is which is a good thing.
mhm.
Kind of putting some more thought into the game, I guess you can say. Um, but
Okay.
yeah. I don't see anything wrong with the whole point system. So
Then they have a like mini bosses, and they have like scripted attacks.
Mhm.
That's new. And
Yep.
then and then like the really iffy part of the demo was that arrow bending. That was
Oh
really-
yeah, at the very end of the at the very end where the dude is running away.
Yeah,
and,
that was really.
I don't remember the guy's name who's running away, but the main character that you play as again, I don't remember his name either.
Yeah,
Shoots an arrow and it looks the arrow view looks really janky.
Yeah, yeah. It
needs
looks
to be
really.
polished. It needs to be polished.
It looks really goofy and like that made me laugh.
Maybe
Yeah,
Yeah, it was
I won't
pretty
lie either.
awful.
Like when I saw this, it made me laugh a little bit, it made me chuckle.
But-
so
October 27th.
October
Yeah,
27th,
pretty early.
That's way earlier than I thought. I would
It looks
I would have
like-
even thought like early 2018 or December. But
Yeah.
that's I'm interested. I'm interested in this game.
Honestly, now it's looking like October might be a big month for games.
It might be a huge month for games.
Because also there's a particular, I guess, 2 games in the Bethesda conference where I'm
Hey,
like,
whoa,
okay, I'm
don't
interested. I'm
don't
not saying it.
spoil
We'll
the
get there.
viewers,
I'm
my
just
guy.
saying that.
All right,
Demo,
so then go on.
excitement.
Do you guys know what Mixer is?
Mix it up.
Yeah. I think I'm the only one in here that actually owns an Xbox. But basically, what Mixers is, it's Microsoft's way of trying to compete with Twitch. With the whole live streaming thing.
Oh, that's okay. So that's
Yeah. First, I believe
Never mind then.
in the beginning, I believe it was called Beam, but then they changed that because of a lawsuit reason. So they had to go and change it to Mixer. I haven't used Mixer personally on my Xbox, so I don't know how it works.
That was just the question I had because I didn't know what the hell I didn't know what the fuck that was. Because
Well, I'm just saying.
they were saying Mixer this, and I was like, what is this? So I thought it was like a new platform, like kind of like the EA Access stuff, but whatever.
Mhm.
Then a man called Brendan Green comes out, and I was like, the biggest like sigh.
Green.
and-
What was
and-
he again?
I'm gonna go with on it. Player Unknown
Ah.
Battleground being an exclusive on
Is it
Xbox.
is it an exclusive to Xbox?
Yeah, it's an exclusive to Xbox.
Really? Okay.
It's
I thought
coming
it was
late.
I thought it was a multi-platform
No,
game.
well,
Well,
it's Xbox
okay,
and PC,
and PC.
but like
You know,
there's gonna be an Xbox One port,
at
and
that point, you should call it a Microsoft exclusive, not an Xbox.
that makes sense, but
Yeah.
I think that's so dumb.
I mean,
That's so
uh,
dumb.
I mean, it's
I
pretty
mean, I don't
popular in
know
general anyways.
It's
how
popular,
PlayStation-
yeah, but like it's
For
popular. No,
Microsoft, that's probably good.
I'm not saying like it's dumb because of Xbox. I'm saying it's dumb because it's on a console.
I mean, have you ever
Yeah.
played?
Yeah,
Project,
yeah. I mean, I've seen a bunch.
Battlegrounds?
I haven't personally, but I've seen a bunch of streams and I've seen how hectic it gets. And I'm just thinking in my head, it better be a great like port to controller.
Great port. Mm-hmm.
To controller, it has to be like because like it has
You'll
to be,
have
the
to.
controls have to be so fluid. Because like the way on keyboard and mouse in the game is like super nice, and that it kind of matters, right? Because like
Yeah.
so like it has to be good port. I don't know. It just seems kind of
Isn't
dumb.
isn't
I'm
there
a little
already keyboard and
optimistic.
mouse?
I
Isn't there
mean, sorry.
Isn't there keyboard and mouse already on consoles?
No.
No,
think
not like without using like port like adapters.
Oh, okay.
But
No.
yeah, that was weird. I don't know.
I mean, like, I just recently played Killing Core on the PS4, and it felt okay. Like, it's more than playable, but like, you're looking for that optimal kind of gameplay.
Exactly. Like with
It's a
especially
shoot.
if we're talking about like with Battleground, you know how like
Mhm.
crazy it gets, right? You know how like
Oh, it gets
how
crazy.
how accurate like you need to be because like I
Yeah.
mean like the guns are already jank, right? But I'm
they're
just
still trying to go ahead and polish everything.
yeah
for
I
the
just
PC.
I'm just trying to think of like how it's gonna translate, and I feel like that's gonna be kind of bad. But moving on with that,
We'll see.
then
We'll
they
see.
showed a game. I don't know if it's I'm assuming it's an indie game. Deep Rock Galactic.
Yeah, that game. I
That
couldn't remember
game-
the name of it.
That game looks cool. The whole polygonal and stuff.
I don't know how I feel about it actually. It looks like an interesting game.
It looks
I guess
interesting.
I could say.
It looks like
a bunch of.
What?
It looks like a bunch of turbulence in space.
Oh boy, no, but it looks interesting. I hope that comes out on Windows 10. I mean, I'm assuming it's going to, but I want to take a crack at it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Then after that they showed State of Decay 2.
State of Decay 2.
To me, it's just another basic zombie game on Xbox.
Whoa.
Yeah, it doesn't look like there's too much.
I mean, State of Decay was a great game, though.
Yeah,
Like,
but like
Played
Quite
State
the
of Decay
genre.
that's
personally, so I'm
true,
not
but
too
like
sure how.
it's just the way it was presented wasn't the best, I assume.
yeah, it just
Yeah.
and it was a very very long demo that they showed.
Very long demo.
It's like-
it was one of the longest.
Yeah, I don't and like they didn't really show anything. So that's what I'm
They
saying.
showed-
Like they
showed
didn't
some
really.
gameplay. Here
They
and
showed
there.
some gameplay, and then they showed some like dynamics that they have with like team, like oh you pick your teams or whatever. I don't know.
Yeah.
It just looks so bland, and like I was just not interested.
Hopefully, you got more, gameplay later, so
Mhm.
it can be
Yeah,
more exciting.
it
Because
is.
it's just a bad
I believe,
precursor.
Bad time. I would just say like a bad timing with it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's a lot of like zombie games out there, so
Yeah.
And
know,
especially
well,
there's,
I'll
a,
just say-
there's a lot of zombie games on Xbox. Like
That's
Yeah.
true.
so, like
Yes,
I would just
that is
like,
true.
and I was just adding like, oh, this is just another zombie game. So like that was kind of like weak. But spring 2018. Whatever.
yeah, is what is wait, spring 2018 for State of Decay 2?
Yeah.
Okay.
Then they showed a cool game, which actually got me kind of like surprised.
Where?
The Darwin Project.
Yeah.
That looks cool.
I gotta say, I cringed a lot when that guy came out and was started yelling in my
dude.
ear.
Oh
I was
my
like,
god.
I was like, what is happening
The
right now?
Shoutcaster.
The Shoutcaster.
Oh my god, dude. Okay, I'm gonna say this. This this whole conference was awkward because there were so many verbal flubs. Oh my god, the people were talking. They were going over. Oh man, it was so cringy. But this brought the cringe level a little bit higher. But it's
Yeah, I mean, the Dawn Project to me just looks like another battle royale
yeah,
type game. So I'm not too sure how I feel about it.
yeah. It's
Um,
like
I
more,
love the art style.
yeah. Well, I was about to
Art
say that
style
the
is pretty cool.
art style's pretty cool,
Very
and
nice.
it looks like it might be more of like competitive, like a lot of competitive. Because these battle royale
Yeah.
games are super competitive, but like it's
They're
just
really
another game.
popular right now.
They're really yeah. That's very
I
true.
just hope that there isn't an overinflation of these battle royale type games, because if
That's
there
right.
is, then you're gonna have like a whole you're gonna have a whole scenario which with the whole early 2000 shooters like World War II, don't
Yeah,
Which is
let that
making a
happen.
return.
Which World War II is making a return, thankfully.
dude.
But
In
anyway.
real life, it's gonna happen again.
Oh.
No, okay. Whoa. Who said that?
Yeah.
No one did.
What?
We'll save that for a political podcast episode.
And then so it's like very. I like the abilities. Like it looks cool. It looks unique. That's what I want to say.
It's cool, yeah. Mhm.
But yeah, and then everyone's favorite part of the. I have to say everyone's favorite part of the conference, the Minecraft community market.
I'm sorry.
No,
Oh,
what are you guys
Minecraft.
talking
What?
about? What are you
Forgot
guys
about
talking
Minecraft.
about? So
Okay, all right.
Dude, it's cosplay.
I have to say something serious though.
4K, guys.
I gotta commend Microsoft for going ahead and actually, continuing to support Minecraft, and not just kind of like buying it from Mojang and just kind of letting it sit there.
dang.
They're going ahead and continuing with it and adding new stuff to it. I mean, maybe not a lot of people agree with what they're doing, but at least they're still doing a bunch of stuff with it.
I mean, okay, at this point, Minecraft has just become like, oh, this is a kid's game.
I mean,
Which is fine,
It's
because
always
it's
been a
like
kid's
new
It's
game.
always
Legos.
been a kid's game, yeah, but like before it was just like, when it was listening, like it's alpha and beta, it was like, oh, you don't see a lot of kids playing this. What's this? It looks interesting. It's retro graphics, but fun. Now,
You saying
Yeah,
you
I'm a
there's a
hipster.
bunch of people on the game now?
oh no, I don't mind that. It's just like now the game has. I don't care about that. It's fine. It's just the game's evolved to a point where it's just like, oh, well,
Yeah, it is very
completely different
kid.
entity now.
It's very kid heavy, but that's what happens with these types of games. But it's
Yeah, I gotta
cross-play?
say, yeah. I don't know if it's going to be cross-playing with Sony, but
No,
it does look
definitely
like they're
not.
they're.
What?
I mean, they said consoles, so we don't know.
Well, I mean,
didn't
they
say
haven't. That's very true. They did.
they said consoles. They didn't just say Switch, which I was also going to say. It
But they
looks like
also-
they're going to go ahead and cross-play with Switch.
So
and
Android,
mobile
iOS,
devices,
Windows,
mobile
Switch,
devices,
and
computer.
VR. Huh.
Yeah, VR.
So
I didn't.
maybe you're gonna play on HoloLens. If you have a friend who has a HoloLens and you're playing with them, that's kind of you need
I don't
something to do
know.
with. You need to change some stuff in your life.
I kind of like the whole HoloLens concept.
Yeah, but like if
That's
like
just
if
me.
it's like I don't know, but we haven't heard about that in like forever.
No, see, I see the.
HoloLens hasn't popped up for very often.
What happened, guys? I
I
mean, maybe that's.
That
Maybe
was
they dumped that for mixed reality as. the
I
thing.
don't know. I mean, maybe they're still working on it in the background, and they're not talking about it very much because there just isn't enough to talk about it. And I was also going to say, I feel like I'm in the minority when I say that I think I'm a little bit more interested in augmented reality than virtual reality.
Boy, that is
You
years
mean the
from now.
camera stuff?
I mean, that's how I
That
see
is-
it. Like looking at Microsoft HoloLens, looking at their HoloLens, and then going ahead and looking at the Oculus and the Vive and all this other stuff is like the virtual reality stuff is cool, but I gotta say, I like I said before, I'm more interested in augmented reality because I kind of like the aspect of you're not in the video game world and the video game world is being mixed with the real world, if that
I
makes
mean,
sense,
dude, we can barely like actually do VR correctly, so
Yeah, it's still in its infancy.
that's a while. But like
It's still in its infancy.
going off topic, dude, I have to have more to talk about. The super duper graphic pack is coming out.
Oh
in the
yeah,
summer. 4K.
I remember. I always wanted to get a graphics pack like that on my computer, but it's just I could never get something like that.
Dude,
So
that's why you
it's
just
pretty-
that's
That's you go ahead and get on your console.
you gotta get on the
It's right
console,
there.
dude. It's right
Yeah.
there. It's coming
right
there.
there. I
Graphics
don't-
goes.
It's coming in
I
the
don't
fall.
know.
It's coming in the
Oh.
fall, so that's cool.
Yeah.
I don't care.
It's
Um,
not holiday. It's
I don't know
not
how
fall.
much. I don't know how much that's gonna cost. Hopefully, it doesn't cost more than.
Oh my, we're not, dude. If it costs something, no, it's gonna be free. It has to be free. There's no way it's gonna cost something.
It's gonna cost.
It's fucking Minecraft. You're already paying for an absurd amount of money for Minecraft.
What, $30?
Yeah, but
it's like $30.
But there's already stuff
35.
in Minecraft that you got to pay for. So.
That's so dumb. I don't care.
Yeah.
Why am I getting heated off Minecraft? I don't give a shit.
Yeah,
Now, the thing I got heated for was Dragon Ball Fighters. Whoa!
Oh my!
Oh my goodness!
Goodness.
Arc Systems is the greatest thing in the world.
I just
first off, oh, go ahead. What were you saying, Nick? I'm sorry.
No, it's just like when I saw that, I was just like, "This is the definitive fighter." What's Xenoverse? I don't know what that is. I don't know what Xenoverse is.
You don't got to talk bad about Xenoverse. Xenoverse is a good game.
Yeah,
it's a good game.
Look at that.
Maybe it's not the fighter that everyone wants.
But this is the Dragon Ball game everyone wants.
This is a Dragon Ball. This is the Dragon Ball game the traditional fighters want.
It's super anime.
I gotta say, I was gonna say that I'm happy that it's being made by the developers who made Guilty Gear. I'm happy about that. It has the 2.5D art style where it looks 2D, but it's actually 3D as well. And just the animation.
It looks sick.
It's looking really good.
Nice.
The animation and the hit sparks and all this stuff. It's looking fabulous.
It's 3v3, so it's like Marvel. The Marvel we all want.
Is that the default game mode, or is that like another side game mode that you?
I know it's a 3v3.
Oh, it's default. Okay.
Yeah, so it's like I'm assuming it's gonna work like Marvel, where it's like assists, and then you can switch out, and it's doing super stuff. So that's cool.
That's cool. Yeah.
They showed a glimpse of Gold Vegeta, Frieza.
Vegeta.
I'm stupid.
Yeah.
Gold Frieza.
That was going off of you. I don't know why.
Early 2018. Early 2018 can't come any faster. Like I'm gonna say this. I'm gonna say this right now, and I'm pretty sure I said it earlier. A lot of games, like this whole Microsoft press conference, everything that they announced is either coming out this year or 2018, and a lot of good things are coming out in 2018. So. Hella good things.
We have a lot of stuff to look forward to from Microsoft.
Yeah. The question is for people here who are.
You got some stuff to wait it out.
Yeah, pretty much. That's Oh, I'm sorry to cut you off, but like with Dragon Ball Fighters, kind of makes me want to get an Xbox. Just to play that chaos.
Yeah. That chaos. How about we get to that? How about we get to that at the end, though? How about we get to that too? So, like our overall initial impressions at the end, to make you guys look forward to something.
I just want to say that.
Okay. All right. But moving on, going ahead to the next thing, I believe is Black Desert, is what it was.
Yeah.
That's getting a port, right? That's a game.
Yeah.
Right?
It was already a PC game.
It was a Korean
MMORPG, right?
Yep.
Yes. I've never played the game personally, but I have a couple friends who have played it. And they said the game is very fun. It's not like most MMORPGs as to where the combat is very fluid. It's not like a turn-based or
it's kind of JRPG.
Active combat.
You can perform combos. Actual combos.
And I've also never seen gameplay before
today.
Before the Microsoft press conference, and I gotta say it looks interesting. You know, I wasn't interested in the game beforehand, but after seeing this, you know, it looks cool. You know, some of the fighting, the way it looks, the way that the magic looks in the game. You know, it looks interesting. You know, I think that's all I gotta say on the game. Don't have much to say about it because as the I don't know much about it, so.
I played like a bit of it. It's good. Like,
all right.
It's fun.
All right, and another thing in common, early 2018. So.
Yep, another game coming up for.
It's on
is
PC.
it coming up for PlayStation as well?
I'm not sure. I'm not sure if it said console exclusive or not.
Yeah, I don't remember. So as far as we know, just for
it's already on
and PC.
Yeah, just
early 2018.
Early 2018. Then they showed a really cool game that I'm really interested in.
I believe
The
it's
Last
called
Night.
The Last Night. Yes,
Yeah,
that game
that
I
game
am
looks
very
so
interested.
sick.
Yeah, yes. That game I am really interested in as well. It has a
Like
kind
pixel
of retro-y pixel
art design, and like
I
the dynamic lighting looks.
yeah.
Woo!
dynamic lighting looks really good. And it gives you a Blade Runner-esque.
Yes, I had that exact thing. It, like
Yeah.
Blade Runner.
Blade Runner.
Yeah, it's really cool.
Kind
I'm
of
pretty-
like
I'm-
a
I'm
kind of like
interested.
a cyberpunk feel, if you get what I'm saying.
I got- yeah.
Can't remember.
Speaking about cyberpunk, oh my goodness, when is that game coming out? Anyways,
No, not
Oh,
anytime
yo.
soon.
Yo,
I actually,
wrong podcast.
yeah, I had to throw it in there.
soon. I remember for that game, I saw not Cyberpunk. I saw not a demo, but just like a presentation of it, like months ago. I was like,
Oh,
wow.
wait.
I hope.
The Last Night?
Yeah, months
Whoa,
ago.
what?
I-
Really?
Yeah, well, I mean, it was floating around before, and because I was looking for. Yeah. Well, I was like looking for pixel-based games mainly because I was playing Hyper Light Drifter and I was like, this is fun. I'd like more retro games. And then I see it.
Weirdos.
Yeah, man.
Retro
I like playing games like it's 1998.
So you interested in it?
Oh yeah, very interested. I love
I
that
think
style.
I think we're all in agreement that
Yeah.
we're all interested in the game. The
Anything
game looks
Blade.
interesting.
Yeah. Anything Blade Runner-esque or anything like that.
Mm.
It just hits me in the right spot. Now, the only thing I'd love down the road to come out is like some kind of like bounty hunter type game, because like we missed out on that with Star Wars 1313, which is sadly gone.
Don't bring that up.
Yeah.
Don't open up closed wounds.
I know, but come on.
Going back to the Last Night, do we have a release date for that? Like any?
Oh,
specific date?
it didn't say anything. Not that I
No?
caught.
All right.
I guess there's
Well,
some
we'll just have to
working
wait
on
and
it.
see.
And then-
Hopefully, the game doesn't change too much to what
Hopefully it doesn't.
to what we were shown.
Yes. Then they showed the aerial escape. Is that I didn't catch this. Is that what's the next? I don't know. It was like a weird he played guitar, the dream type shit.
That game.
What's it called?
Yes.
Is it called Aerial? I'm gonna look it up.
I think it was something Escape. We'll just go with Aerial Escape. I think is what the game is called. If someone wants to go ahead and look that up.
Dude, you know what? I don't care. It just looked weird.
What I mean for you guys who are watching, if you guys saw the E3 Microsoft press conference, the game that came after the Last Night is the game that we're talking about.
Yeah, we just don't. I just don't know what it is. But
It
all I
looks-
know is weird. It was like
It
he
looks-
played guitar, and like he was like a son of a guitarist or like whatever.
The way that I took it, it kind of looked like a rhythm game a little bit.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
Um,
Like it looks like a weird, trippy rhythm game.
Yeah,
But I don't know.
mean,
That's really strange. That's a really strange approach.
Yeah. I'm not gonna say too much stuff on it because we didn't get a lot of information off of it. The game looks interesting to say the least. I'd like to see more about it and the next coming months or years, and learn more about it and see what this game turns out to be. So
Yeah. Looks great. Just gotta wait.
It looks super art style. And then another super anime game, Code Vein.
Oh, from the
Nice.
makers of Dark Souls and Bloodborne.
Right?
No. It's not from the makers. It's not from Software. It's the guys who make God Eater. God Eater.
Are you
So-
sure?
Yeah.
Because
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure.
It's Dark
No,
Souls
I-
publisher. Dark Souls publisher.
Yeah, it's a publisher.
Okay.
Yeah.
Not the creator. But looks super anime, really cool. And I played the God Eater games.
I've never played any.
I
of
like
the
them,
God Eaters.
so- They're pretty good. And so pretty interested. And then they showed the game I'm really anticipated for. Showed Sea of Thieves.
Sea of Thieves, yes.
They
That's
showed
another
Sea of
game
Thieves.
that
Looks
I'm
really
interested in.
cool. And
Um,
though I kind of like going on with the thing I said earlier with like how they're kind of milking like, oh, everything's enhanced with 4K from the Xbox One X,
4K.
right?
yeah.
And they were like, oh, it runs at 60 frames per second, oh, blah blah blah. But then they have frame drops 24/7 throughout their demos.
Yeah,
That's
well,
because Microsoft cares more about like graphics and frame rate.
Yeah, so like that's
Well,
what I wrote.
mean,
I kind of wrote that down.
I
Like,
don't know. I believe the game is still in its alpha, so the game is still.
well, yeah, not. I'm not
The
only
game is
going
still being
on.
developed.
I'm not only going on like Sea of Thieves. Like a lot of their like demos that they showed had kind of frame rate issues. But
Yeah,
that's just me being
like,
nitpicky, and like I know everything's early.
I'm pretty sure they're not finished with the game, so
Yeah,
they're
but
just
like-
going ahead and getting
but
them
like-
out there just to show people.
But don't like do that. But like don't be like, oh son, this is the greatest thing ever. You know?
Well, I mean, they kind of have
Better
to.
than sex.
I mean, yeah, but like
At this point, again, we've iterated this before. They are losing heavily to Sony.
well, yeah, but like I don't know.
But
It's just,
they have to
it's
be
just
like this,
funny.
or else
It's
they're-
funny because they're losing. They're saying, "Oh, we have something so amazing," but then they still have issues.
They have
I
to.
think
They
that's-
have to
that's
sell.
just-
They have
that's
to sell their
ironic.
product.
It's
They have
ironic.
to
It
sell.
is.
They have to sell their product.
I'm just saying, it was just ironic that they were.
I mean,
It's-
I'm pretty sure Sony does some of the same stuff sometimes. So you know,
Yeah,
we
but
can't-
the thing is with like in every demo they have a little thing that pops up is like this is enhanced by the Xbox One X.
a lot of the games are going to be enhanced by the Xbox.
Yeah,
One
but
X.
like so like it's whatever.
yeah, well,
that was
they
just
have-
a little note for me that I wrote
Yeah,
down.
well, I mean, they kind of have to do that as well, considering that they just announced
Okay, I
the
get that.
Xbox One X.
It was just a little note.
And plus, at the same time, I'm sorry, I know I keep adding on to this, but I was also just going to say that, Nick, I believe you said earlier that with them pricing it as 500, they're kind of taking a risk as to where they're not making enough profit. I think is what you said.
Well,
something like
Well,
that.
they're just at a loss.
They're at a loss, right? So they kind of
Well,
have to go with these
like-
games. Or go ahead, Nick. I'm
Well,
sorry.
let me explain it. Like, okay, just like some background on this. For most consoles, like historically, have like sold at a loss, and in which when they sold at a loss, it just means that like for every system they sell, they
They're
are
not
losing
making-
about
Yeah, they're not making.
And-
They're not making all their stuff
money back. Yeah,
Yeah,
basically. And they have to rely on software sales to mainly make up for that.
yeah,
This
and
is
the
like this-
actual set and their payoff is like they hope that the console sells a lot.
Exactly.
So then that's their payoff, but.
Yeah.
So basically, I was just going to say that they have to get a lot of games.
Yeah.
They have to show that there's going to be a lot of games on the Xbox One X, so they can make up for that. You know what I'm saying? So,
I mean,
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, because they're showing a bunch. They're showing
42.
42 games, which
Mhm.
I.
it was a good healthy amount.
Okay, so going on. Cool.
Yeah.
Sea of Thieves. Cool. Cool team dynamic. I like that.
Really excited for the game.
A lot.
I'm
It's
seeing
very.
this-
It's more team based than I thought it would be.
It seems like it's going to be a good, fun,
Teamwork.
grab your buddies and play type
Yeah.
game.
Like
Yeah.
yeah, I want to know if it's like, because they when in the demo they showed there was like in-game like events that happen. Like
What do you mean by in-game events?
like not in-game events, but like an event that happened. Like they went off the island, right, and then they were going through that storm or whatever. It was like raining, and then that other ship came.
Oh, fighting other people.
Yeah, like
Oh,
fighting
like,
people. Is that scripted in like thing, or is it like this is a massive online world, and then that's just some dude's trying to fuck with you?
I'm
that would
pretty
be-
sure. I'm pretty sure there's. I mean, obviously, like because I've played a little bit of the game because
Oh
I'm
yeah, you
part
got
of the
into
alpha.
it. Fuck.
Yeah, I got into the alpha. I haven't played too much of it just because of a lot of stuff going on. But there is in a server,
Right.
so it's not
That's
not
weird.
scripted. So you can go ahead and fight people
Oh,
whatever
okay.
you want.
Okay.
It's really sandboxy. You could do a lot of stuff. You could choose what to do. So there's a lot of freedom in that game. I was also going to say that the game is cross-platform, but to PC only. It's Xbox PC.
It's a Microsoft exclusive.
It's a Microsoft thing. Yeah, so that's just pretty cool. So if you have friends who have Windows 10 and you want to go ahead and play with them, and you have an Xbox, you can go ahead and do that. So that's cool.
Yeah, that's cool. And then that was honestly, that was, and the whole like commentator dude was pretty funny. throughout the entire.
Yeah,
he was a
pretty
he,
funny,
he was a pretty funny guy.
breaking the fourth wall sort of
Yeah.
sometimes.
And then so that was pretty cool. I'm really interested in getting that. And then they showed off this weird like trippy game, which Tacoma.
Oh
Right,
yeah,
totally.
those are the guys who made Gone Home,
Oh, it's
which
them.
and Gone Home got
Oh.
like some mixed like I think it was an alright game, but like some people were like, "Oh, this isn't even a game; it's just a walking around touchy
Walking
feely." I'm like,
simulator?
just yeah,
As they call
I
it.
kind of I'm interested in the game. I'd like to see more about it, but
Very
you
low
know,
fi.
I can't say I can't say much on it right now. All I'm gonna say is
Well,
I'm
they didn't-
interested and I'd like to see more.
They didn't
That's all
show
I can
much
really say
for it
about the
though.
game.
Like they
Mhm.
didn't show
no,
much.
it's
So
coming,
it was just
it's
it was
coming
just
out soon, so
it's
like,
just a weird, like it was just really weird vibey.
Yeah.
I dig it, but like it's really weird.
Mhm.
And then what I thought was Conkers because they
super
showed
detailed.
they showed the tail, and I was like, is this a Conker game? But no,
But
it's
no.
just
I thought that
Super-
for
too,
rare,
to
it's
be honest.
dead.
Super Lucky's Tale. It's just a really basic
Wow.
kids adventure game. Sorry,
It's a
There's an
platformer.
option.
it's a, yeah. So
There's
it's
an
not,
option.
nothing to say on that for me.
I'm happy that they added a platformer. Actually, you know,
A
they,
different-
with them adding a platformer to the console, or at least
Widens it.
showing it off at E3.
Mhm.
I'm happy that it did that because it adds more diversity to the whole lineup of games for the console. You know?
I do forget that they still advertise themselves as a family system.
Mhm.
So
You know.
it makes a lot of sense with the whole Minecraft and this new IP.
Yeah, it's also. I
Um,
mean, you also got to think as well. It's not just for kids as well. You know, there are some people out there who really enjoy platformers over other games. You
Well,
know?
that's
So
true. Yeah, but I mean, but it's more targeted for kids. You know,
the more targeted for kids is
Yeah.
the whole theme.
that's
of
the
it.
whole thing. That's why I like. Makes sense. That's what.
Yeah,
that's
I
all I'm
mean,
gonna say.
the game looks cute. You know, it looks.
Yes.
It looks that literally. It looks like. I mean, it looks like it's yeah, just a platformer with the furry animal.
Yeah.
Seen that.
Yeah,
It's
we're not too big on platforms.
I mean, I mean, it's just like okay, that's cool.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
I mean,
don't
we
all
don't
like
have much to say
flavor?
on it. So
Yeah.
Now I have a lot to say about this next
like that.
game,
the next one.
Cuphead.
Yep, Cuphead.
Ooh,
Oh,
dude,
yeah.
that game
That's
looks so
been-
cool.
The game has been in development
yeah,
for
so good.
3+ years now.
Yeah, it's been
Dude.
for a while. It looks
I'm
really cool.
so
but-
excited for that game. Oh
I was
man,
not expecting them to talk about this game.
they didn't really
Yeah.
talk
This
about it. They
season
just
three.
showed it.
They just showed
Yeah,
it, but
they just
like
showed
I was surprised that they even showed it. Like I'm gonna be honest, I thought the game was scrapped, and they wanted to forget about it. So
Well, they
didn't
showed it. They showed about it. They showed it last year.
Yeah, but you know,
I mean,
honestly, years kept going on and on and on.
Looking
And
at
they showed it off. They showed it off at this press conference, and they finally gave us a release date.
September
for the
29th.
game.
I'm excited.
Finally.
Honestly,
is
looking
it
at
exclusive to
I'm
Xbox, or
not
is it
sure.
for PlayStation?
I'm
No,
assuming
it's-
I'm assuming it's not. They just showed it there.
Okay,
it could be a timed exclusive.
It could
but
be a
looking
timed-
at
maybe. But for right now, we'll just say it's exclusive somewhat to Microsoft, to Xbox, just because that they showed it off, and they always show it off at the Microsoft press conference.
Yeah.
Which
But, like-
I believe it's part of the ID at Xbox.
Yes, I was about. Yeah, I was about to say
the
that.
indie program.
Yeah.
Yep.
For Microsoft, so it
So,
may be an exclusive.
I think
We don't know.
like yeah. It was cool. It was. I'm really interested. I really want to play it. I got really hyped when I saw it. So
Yeah. By the way, if you don't know what Cuphead is, it's
Oh,
a very interesting game that not many developers have taken. It has a 1930s, 1940s theme to it.
is it a like beat 'em or arcade beat 'em up?
I
It's a
think
shoot-'em up.
so.
Yeah.
When I
wait a
look
minute.
at it, it actually reminds me of the very old Disney cartoons.
Yes, it has
just
that aesthetic.
way
It's
that it
super
Mhm.
cool, and I really want to play it. That's all.
If you go ahead and look at Cuphead, it'll stand out. It will stand out just because of the theme that it has. It's not very common, and they're taking a whole unique approach on the game. So a lot of
Definitely.
people are excited for the game, and we'll just have to wait and see like how this whole thing turns out. But I'm sorry, Nick. What were you gonna say?
No, it's just because I was trying to say, like, I feel like the reason why it might have had such a is because just how all of that is animated. Every
Yeah.
single
Mhm.
bit of
Everything's
that game is
animated.
animated.
It's amazing to see.
Yeah, that's a lot of
And
dedication.
all for a game.
All
Yeah,
yes,
beautiful.
that's a lot of dedication, and I'm super excited for this game to come out. I am totally gonna play it and buy it.
Yeah.
But the next thing is very,
Yeah.
very close to my heart. Not really. More
Right.
more so the actor Terry Crews. This man.
Ted Cruz
Ooh! Ooh!
showing up in Crackdown 3.
Crackdown 3.
Terry Crews can sell almost
Yes.
anything if you put him in the game.
Yes.
I
If
mean,
literally, if you put him in anything, like the
I mean,
old rumors about Doomfist, we want him to be
I don't-
Doomfist so bad, but whatever. But
for Overwatch.
now I'm gonna say this. Even though Terry Crews is in this, dude, fucking looks so bland.
I mean, have you played the other two
Yes,
Crackdown games?
it's just nonsensical violence. I
I enjoyed the other two Crackdowns.
That's the thing, but that's such a thing of the past. Like it's like, oh, yeah,
we don't know. I mean, we'll have to wait
I
and
don't know.
see if they
I'm
add
just
any
saying,
more
like,
to it.
I'm just saying, I was more like once Terry Crews physically was not on the screen, I was like, all right.
I mean, he sells games, you know. I mean, like, how many of you out there have Old Spice stuff for maybe
Well-
because of Terry Crews, you know? We don't know.
Yeah, I don't know. That's just my look. It's just like,
I mean, I'll be
It's
honest.
very-
I have some Old Spice stuff because of Terry Crews.
oh, okay. I mean, boy.
I'm just saying.
I don't know. It just looks.
That spice burns my pits.
That's very personal, and
I go with the doctor.
people know that now.
Didn't you say the
all
same
right,
thing,
so
Nick?
moving on to the next game.
Okay.
It was the next game. It was
The next
still
one
use
was a
Old
bunch
Spice,
of
by the
indie
way.
games, I believe,
yeah.
right?
They showed a bunch of indie games. They showed battle like the ones that are like more notable for me were like they were talking about battle right, Brawl Out, Strange Brigade, which was actually shown.
Strange Brigade, and
Which
the
was
one game
shown.
that I was really interested in is
Oh, boy,
shit.
did you just interrupt me?
I did just interrupt you.
You wanna fight? I was gonna say like 'cause they Strange Brigade, which they showed yesterday at the EA thing, but we didn't cover. Then Conan and whatever, and then
Conan Exiles, yes.
yeah, and then the Fable Hearthstone game.
Hmm.
What were you gonna say? Sorry.
Oh no, I was just talking about one of the indie games that really caught my attention, even though it wasn't a big thing. Is Shift.
What is that? I don't.
It was a 2D. I don't know how to explain it. It was a 2D kind of like. I mean, I want to say maybe hack and slash, but it kind of had like an Asian feel to it.
What,
Wait, what do you mean?
what is that supposed to
elaborate.
mean?
Like it had like an Asian theme, is what I meant to say.
Oh, like
Setting
like
wise?
Oriental theme.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, I'm not-
It looked cool. It looked more, I guess. How do I say this? It looked more for like a certain audience. Like it wouldn't be for everyone. But I mean, that's just
okay.
one of the indie games that I was interested in, and actually a lot of the indie games that they showed off after Crackdown, like that whole
montage, yeah.
were a lot of them were actually very interesting and very cool.
Yeah, yeah.
Um,
Like I didn't get because it was so fast, so I didn't get really the only names I got down were the ones I have on my list. But yeah,
Mhm.
I would like to see more.
More on this
But
stuff.
yeah, but going
I
on,
think yeah, go ahead. I'm sorry.
they showed this game called Ashen.
Ashen.
This is
That-
real life?
No, the thing. Wait, what?
Wait,
I'm
you
interested
saying
in the game. That's
Yes.
all. I'm gonna say that.
Yes, I like the whole
Um,
like. I get like the vibe I got from it. It's like kind of like a. What's that game that, where it's like you play as a knight and you go into a castle, but the castle's like really hard, and then you die, but then you
Dark Souls.
no. It's like,
I don't-
and then when you die, you can
Rogue
come back.
Legacy?
You can come back. Yes. It's
What did you say?
Rogue
Yeah,
Legacy.
I don't know that game.
So it kind of
I'm
gave me
sure
that
I
vibe, you know. It's like, oh, you can die, but then you can
I
come
mean,
back, because that how they always said like, oh,
Oh,
the
it's
light is
2D?
always no, it's not 2D.
Oh,
they use. I mean,
okay.
you have to admit though, they did use a lot of stuff from like Dark Souls a little bit if you think about it.
Well, I'm
Like
just
the
saying.
whole
No, I'm more saying like that's how I feel like that's how the game will be. Like you'll be like, oh, you continue to do this, but
Yeah,
if
it's
you
freaking
die,
2D, you idiot.
it's not.
God,
Don't fucking.
Rogue Legacy.
Oh, I thought you were talking about this. You fucking what? Okay,
what are you talking about?
he's talking about Rogue
Nothing.
Legacy, the game that
No,
I
we're
think.
talking
Oh,
we're
sorry,
talking about
Anthem.
Ashen.
We're talking about Ashen.
Sorry,
I mean,
Ashen.
I know. I'm just talking. I'm
So,
never.
it looks like it takes a lot of stuff from Dark Souls. I mean, the name itself obviously referencing a lot of light and dark, like a lot of like, oh, you came from darkness and were born into light or something like that.
Yeah,
I
I'm
like the
just, I was just
yeah.
saying because like the whole trailer was like mysterious and stuff, and that's like
Mhm.
the one vibe I think how the game is gonna be. It's gonna be
It
like
looks cool. I like the
like
art style.
no
Um,
faces.
no faces. There's another game that
Yes.
reminds me a lot of this, which is um, like a lot of games are taking a lot of this art style. Like Absolver is another game that I'm really interested in. Absolver.
Maybe
Uh,
we get more of that.
and Massive Chalice, if you ever played that, Massive Chalice has the same kind of art style, which it's a turn-based strategy game a little bit, and you know, Massive Chalice is just a really fun game. But going back to Ashen, it looks cool.
It
You
looks
know,
cool.
like
It
I'd like to
looks
learn more about it.
yeah.
So
And then I don't know if like Sony planned this or anything, but like the free game of the month this year is Life is
uh,
Strange, right? So it gets people hyped. But then they announced Life is Strange 2. Oh,
yeah, at the Microsoft
whoa!
press conference, they had like
That is
Life is Strange Before the Storm.
well, or the
Um,
sequel basically.
Well, actually,
Prequel.
Well,
people are saying it's a
sequel.
prequel. People
Well,
are saying it's a
or
prequel.
I mean, more of saying like the next game in
The next game
the
in the
next
Life
game
is
in
Strange
yeah,
series.
yes. So
Mhm.
that's cool. I like that. Um,
I've never played Life is Strange.
Me neither, but I'm going
after
to.
seeing,
I'm going to
yeah,
play it.
I'm gonna go ahead and play it too after seeing this. After seeing
You know, it's
this
funny.
reveal.
It's funny because like after ran under Life is Strange, I had in really big letters and underlined edgy as fuck.
Yeah, there were some edge to it.
There was a
Yeah,
lot
I
of
won't
edge.
lie.
I like
Oh
it.
yeah.
And then,
Um,
holy shit, a whole bunch of Shadow of Mordor.
oh yes.
Shadow
I
of War,
love the comedic orc. Oh my
Well, actually,
god.
it's not called Shadow of Mordor. It's called
Shadow of
Middle
War.
Earth: Shadow of War.
Shadow of War, yes. I
Mhm.
try to catch myself. Shadow of War. Dude, wow, that's a lot of shit they showed.
Yeah.
It's like,
First off, the Shadow of Mordor, the first game of the series, very good game. Very good game.
And I feel like this is gonna be
It's
like
gonna add on to it.
yeah, it's basically.
Massively.
I'm not shitting on it, but it's gonna be basically the same game, which is good, but with more shit on.
More.
More
They're adding more
stuff.
stuff to it.
They
If
said they were gonna add, like they were expanding the map.
I think so, yeah.
New orc tribes.
hmm
The one thing I liked is the dialogue. I thought that was
The
so
dialogue is very good.
Very
Just to add a
good.
quick thing into it though, into this whole series. If you don't know what Middle Earth is part of, Middle Earth: Shadow of War, it's part of the whole Lord of the Rings series. And if you've seen all the whole movies, but you've never played these games, these are prequels to the whole movie.
I didn't
So
know
these games take place before the movies go. And I don't remember what they are called. I think the main character is called a ranger, and he is part of an organization that Aragon is part of. So
Cool.
obviously in the movies, Aragon is like one of the last rangers. Like I said, I believe is what they're called. But in this one, I believe there are more rangers, and their job, the Rangers, was, I believe it was to protect the walls, to protect a wall that separated Mordor and Middle Earth.
Yes.
Just a little bit of lore for you guys out there. So
But yeah, game looks cool. It looks really
game
cool.
does look cool. Yeah.
Can't wait
And,
for it.
Yeah, I haven't played it, but I haven't played the first one, but
I've been
looks pretty
kind of
interesting.
critical of the first one because, like, I was like, oh, it's the Arkham City, press Y to win kind of deal. But no, the Nemesis system really makes the game
The
fun.
Nemesis system looks really cool. Like
Yeah.
I was talking to one of my friends who played the first game, and he said that in the first game, let's say you killed an orc, like in the past. Well, you continue on with the game, the orc could actually maybe have survived by certain chance, and he could have came back and tried to kill you. So
Yeah.
there is always that possibility of where like, oh, you never killed the guy and he's back.
Yeah, that's what
Or,
they
you
that's what they
know.
kind of showed,
Hmm.
right? With the whole metal can't whatever dude.
Yeah, the machine guy. I don't
Yeah,
remember his
he's a
name.
new tribe apparently. That's like not a new tribe, but like new like there's more new stuff. So like
Mhm.
that I like that. And then
Yeah.
okay, with this next one, I'm assuming it's a popular game, right?
Oh,
Because they
is
had
it
they had the
Ori?
piano. Yeah, Ori, right? That's a game.
Oh my goodness, I'm gonna say right now, so the first game, Ori and the Blind Forest, one of my favorite games.
Okay, that no.
One of my favorite games.
I'm gonna be straight up honest, dude. I didn't know what the fuck this was, and I was like, "Yo,
So-
what?"
Wait, really?
I did not know what
Ori-
it was. Yes.
So Ori and the Blind Forest came out in 2015, I think.
Beautiful.
And I fell in love with this game almost immediately because of the music, and the art style, and the story of the game.
So is this
Um,
a sequel or like
It's
the
a
next-
sequel.
Yeah.
It's a
Okay.
sequel to the Ori and the Blind Forest, which the sequel is called Ori and
Ori
the
and-
Will of the Wisps.
So yeah.
Looks
So
so
okay.
much darker too.
The one thing I was gonna more saying on was because like they had a piano and usually like a guy actually playing. So I'm like, oh, okay. So what is this? Okay, I just didn't know what it was. But okay, so it looks cool. I'm not gonna say it looks really cool.
There is a mixture of action, adventure, and platforming in the game. The game is I have high hopes for this game because, like I said, Ori and the Blind Forest is one of my favorite games out there, and I love the game obviously, and I have high hopes for this next Ori. I want to know more about it. I want to I want to know more of the story. We were given a little bit of a hint of the story. I won't spoil anything of the first one, but in this one it looks like Ori, the little white, I don't remember what it's called, but the little white thing teams up with one of the enemies from the last game, or at least its offspring.
Oh,
So
okay.
we'll have to see. We'll see what happens. I'm really excited. So
And
Then,
people say platformers are dead.
I mean,
What? Who says
Okay.
a dying.
it's-
I that's
yeah,
very-
dying.
a dying genre.
Whoa, those are big words. Those are words of war.
Well,
Them
Yeah.
fighting words.
we don't want to spark anything.
You don't want to, yeah. But then, what's his? I forget his name.
Anthem is the next game. Is what you're gonna
No,
tell me?
I was gonna say they talked about backwards compatibility stuff.
Oh, the backwards compatibility. Yes. So,
But
if you
I have to say something. I have to say something. Sorry to interrupt.
well, hold
but-
on before you go ahead and say that. Basically, if you don't know what backwards compatibility is, if for some reason Microsoft went ahead and revealed last year that they went ahead and did backwards compatibility for Xbox One, and they went ahead and released a bunch of 360 games that you can go ahead and play on your Xbox One. You can either go ahead and buy them from the Xbox Store, or if you actually had the disc, you could just put it into your Xbox, or if you downloaded the game on the 360, download it onto your Xbox One for free. So if you had the disc or if you downloaded it before, you could get them back for free. But go ahead, Fabio. What were you saying?
I was just saying that they said that the backwards compatibility the backwards compatibility aspect of the Xbox was growing, and like a bunch of users use it. But like I literally read an article like a week ago that's saying how backwards compatibility is like kind of dead because no one does it. So I don't know where they
A
got
lot.
that from.
A lot of people use it actually. I use
Oh,
it.
Yeah.
well, I'm saying like
And,
it's not because you know how they keep updating it, right? Like the more games get on,
mhm.
people like were on it for like the first couple of weeks, and then it started, gradually slowing down.
I've heard like mixed stuff about
Yeah,
it,
but like
so I
it's
don't really know.
but not enough to be like, oh, half of the whole
It hasn't
Xbox,
died.
it's dying is what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Now they brought it back, but like,
But anyways, the reason why we're talking about this is because at the press conference here, they announced that they're going to be releasing original Xbox games
Yes.
onto the Xbox One,
and
which a lot of people are happy about that.
a lot of people were and Crimson Skies. They were happy
Crimson
about that.
Skies
Yeah.
is going to be on there.
That's-
I'm
that's-
sure a
that's
lot of the old
cool.
Halo games are going to be on there, like Halo 1 and 2. I mean, even though they're already on Xbox One with the Master Chief Collection. But if for some reason you didn't buy that, which
Oh,
I can
also-
understand why you didn't buy it.
Also, to add on to the Xbox One X, there's going to be free updates for a bunch of games.
Yeah.
So
But see, with the way they said it's like free updates, I'm like, okay. At first you
What do you,
kind
what
of
do you
said
mean by
like,
free updates?
like
No,
they said,
like-
like free updates
Yeah.
for 4K to be 4K. So they're like they said
that
that.
was. I mean, we were in the middle of talking about backwards compatibility.
Well, no, I'm not. I'm saying like for games that are coming out. Like
Oh
they
well,
said,
that will be for Xbox One. Xbox One games.
yes, they're gonna
Really, they won't
Yeah,
be for
that's what I'm saying.
360 or
I
the
know.
original
Get,
Xbox.
like I'm gonna add on. I said I was gonna add on more to the Xbox One X stuff.
Xbox One X.
All right, but they
Sounds
said
like a
they
stream.
said that they were going to add 4K updates for Forza 4, KI,
Yeah.
Resident Evil 7, and
I mean,
a lot of
it's
games for the
a lot of
Xbox
games.
One.
Yeah.
But the way he
the way he said it.
was like, oh, so are these somebody's gonna cost money?
Yep.
No,
yes.
they're all free. I don't
Well,
see
you know,
why they
yeah,
would
but
cost money.
he only like the way he said it sounded like, oh, some of them are gonna be free and some of them are
Well,
gonna have
yeah,
a
you
little.
have to remember again, these are updates. I don't know why they would charge you for an update for a game.
Yeah, it sounds dumb.
It
I
sounds
know.
dumb, but like
It's
the
the
way
way
the
he
way
said
the
it.
way he said it sounds like it like even if you know, I wouldn't
Trust
be
me,
surprised
I
if there
mean-
was a payment that you have to make. You know, because
I mean, that would be a very bad move. So
I don't know, but like it's the way he said it sounds weird.
we'll see.
I guess we'll have to wait and see.
Yeah, it's true. Then Anthem, BioWare's Anthem. Woo!
Anthem.
Woo-hoo!
This was
one
this was
thing-
a game that they teased about a little bit earlier before the E3. You know, saying that we're working on a new
Yeah.
IP. Hope you guys like it and stuff like that.
I want to say just talk about the elephant in the room. Facial animations look pretty cool.
Facial, yeah, 'cause it's from BioWare. Yeah.
Yeah, so that's
Facial animation looks really cool. I'm actually very, I'm excited. I want to
mean,
know. I want to know more about the game.
me too. I'm not really all that like amazed yet. I want to see
Yeah,
more.
I
I
wanna
want
say
to
that.
see what the game really has to offer because it looks interesting. It just looks like, hey, super suits. You guys like that?
yeah. I was
But
gonna say
I do.
I mean,
Yeah, I do like the idea behind it because they give it like, oh, you're riding a javelin. Okay,
yeah.
okay, I
and
like that.
By the way, javelin is the suit that you
Yeah,
you
the
play
suit.
with.
Not a
Yeah,
weapon.
okay.
Okay.
So the thing I have to say is that I'm
Adding a bit
I'm
of
not-
lore.
not that impressed.
I'm impressed actually. Like I wanna know more about this because it looks cool. It looks fun. Like apparently you can go ahead and play with up to 3 other players. So if you had a
Well-
group of you and 3 friends, you go ahead and
Well, I want to say more on that because it honestly like I don't know. It looks great. I'm not
Graphics
impressed.
are
I'm not
good, yeah.
impressed. I'm not impressed yet. I need to see more. I need to
Same
see
here.
It
Uh,
gave me a Planetside 2 vibe. And I was
Yeah,
oh
like
my
no,
gosh.
it was more saying like because like exosuits are such a thing like or overused trope, like
It's not
especially
really-
especially.
it's not really an exosuit though. It's just
Well, yeah, I
like
mean,
a-
like they
yeah,
did
it's
say
a suit.
exosuits, like
I
just
wouldn't. I
armor.
don't know if I would call it an exosuit.
but like
yeah,
but you know what I mean.
yeah, keep going.
Enhanced person. You know, like it's such an old thing, but I don't know. Maybe they take a new direction from it. It looks amazing. Of
Clothes.
course.
It looks fun.
Cool
That's, I mean,
environment. Cool like
Yeah.
events.
Very,
The whole
very
thing.
beautiful environment.
The whole thing. What they said were like,
It's
oh,
very
that
green and blue.
there's a whole thing where like there's a storm and it can like detour your like you can get detoured. I thought that was cool, but I don't know from the because all I'm getting is cool environments, and I'm like that's kind of expected from
yeah,
But,
BioWare.
you
so
know,
the way that the combat looks in the game, it looks fun in my opinion. There is obviously a loot system in the game as well, so I don't know how people feel about that. But it's just the way that I see it. It's just it looks like a fun co-op game, and I'm sure there is going to be a pretty good story to it as well.
I just need to see more.
Considering that this is BioWare.
I just fear that this looks like another third-person shooter.
Just another.
Like, I don't want that to happen because, like, it looks cool and everything, but I don't want like the bare like center of this game's combat. Just hey, guns, you shoot them. I'm like, well, we got a lot of those last
That's
generation,
exactly that's what I'm saying.
and
I want
technically this
There
generation.
were like missiles that came out of his shoulder.
Oh yeah, of course, but still,
Maybe
it's,
it'll be like
it's
armored
still a
core,
shooter.
some extra
I mean,
stuff.
I
you
like
have to
the
you have to remember
weapons-wise.
you have to remember that the shooter genre is the most popular genre right now.
yeah. But
yeah,
the
it
thing
is, but also it's oversaturated with the type of
Yeah,
things you have
exactly.
in there.
That's what I'm saying. Like that's what I'm saying. Like with the whole exosuit thing is like yes, there's a bunch of
Well,
shooters.
everything is going towards
Not anymore. Well, I
old.
mean, like yes,
everything is going towards like the past. I mean,
Well, now
Yeah,
recently.
well, okay,
Yeah,
recently, but
recently.
like when you say going towards the past, we're gonna pretty much contain that to somewhat the shooter genre.
yeah,
going
the
back to
shooter
the
genre.
past,
I'm
yeah.
not talking about any other genre.
Yeah, but like that's what I'm saying. Like with this, it's so like it's like I need something to wow me. This demo did not wow me. It's just like okay, it looks
It
like
did.
this.
I wanna know
It
more.
wowed me.
It wasn't
That's-
enough,
that's-
but man.
you know, that's how
Now,
that's how
what
it is.
wowed me is like, okay, so this is the graphical point we're
Yeah.
at. I'm like, okay,
Well,
it
the
looks
thing
pretty.
is,
I
the
like
thing
it, but
is, like more to say on the wow thing. Like I was wowed. Of course, I was wowed on how it looks amazing. Of course, it has to look amazing during this
yeah.
time. It has to, or like it's gonna look like or it's gonna get like
Presentable.
it's gonna get fucked before it's even out, right?
Yeah, exactly.
But gameplay wise and everything else wise, it just was like okay. I
It
need
caught
some-
my attention.
It didn't catch my
like it.
attention. I'm gonna say it didn't.
I like it. I want to know more
Yeah.
about this. Obviously,
Overall,
it's
Overall, I like this Microsoft conference. I've never, I guess I could say the same about EA. I've never been really too into a Microsoft conference at all for E3. So this one was great. I mean, I understand why they really pulled all the stops here because again,
they need
they need to because like in a year or two, I was even thinking it's Microsoft being going to be stay in the console race anymore, but right now they're really showing off their guns. Let's get competition here because if Microsoft's pushing all their stops, that means Sony has to too. So we're gonna see greatness from both sides.
I don't know if they would be out of the console race because I mean,
well, he was saying
with the 360 and the PS3, Sony was on the hand of doing really bad, and Microsoft is doing very good.
Oh yeah, but like
well, yeah,
in this case,
I'm saying we're saying in this case that they took a while to respond. You know, with this much of like, because like for the past 3 years, like Sony kicked it up 7 notches.
Because they learned from the mistakes they made with the PS3.
And with Microsoft's case, it took a while for them to be like, okay, let's bring up the notches.
Honestly, Microsoft kind of had the same. They did the same thing as Sony back in 2006, where we're on the top, we're the best console of this generation. Let's see what everybody want. We price it at $500, and guess what? Always online. You can't play games unless you're. They bit the bet there, and then it was.
They tried to. I guess what I'm trying to say is they tried to move into the future. I think too much. I don't think people were ready for what I think Microsoft was trying to do.
Well,
I
I
think
don't think
it was
it's.
early, and people weren't looking for that right now. People right now are just looking for a video game console. That's why they go to E3.
Yeah.
Um,
I mean, I don't
just
know
just to
about.
play video games.
I
But
don't.
go ahead.
I don't know. Like with at that time, it wasn't so much of like, oh, we're doing something advanced. It's just you're doing something that people don't want to do. Like I understand what
Yeah.
you're trying to do. Like let's
But
have it all. Let's have all your games and everything in one environment. I'm like, but I really don't want to, be online to play my game and also like
like I said,
used
yeah.
games is even an issue. I like to play my games even if they're used because
Yeah, like I said, I feel like Microsoft was trying to move too far forward, and they were running too fast, and they stumbled over their own feet.
right.
Right? Like they were trying to do something like I said before, like they were trying to do something that people weren't looking for, and they weren't ready for it probably. Who knows in the future? Maybe Microsoft or Sony will try to do something like Microsoft did in the past, but we'll have to wait and see. But
Well,
as for the overall impressions of the Microsoft press conference, I enjoyed it. Like Nick said earlier, they did a lot better than last year. They had some things in here that both parties, I'm pretty sure, found interesting. There are some games in here that people are interested in that if this was like last year, like last year's lineup, people weren't interested in a lot of their games. So Microsoft really did kick it up a notch, and like Nick said, they need to because of in the position they are in now. And overall, I gotta say, I think I gotta give this press conference like an 8 out of 10 for Microsoft. I think they're doing good.
all I'm
They
gonna
could have
say,
done better, but
all I'm gonna say is their best one they had
Yeah,
like the past
honestly.
4 years. Yeah,
Yeah.
this one's
yeah,
pretty good.
yeah. In the past, I don't know how many years.
I would say 4 because like
In the past 4,
Better
there,
than
there were some
2010.
there were some past E3s that Microsoft did very good in, but as for the past 4 years, like Favio said, this is their best one,
yeah,
and
this is their best one. Anything to say, Chris?
it's looking good.
I for a while had heard that E3 was normally like watching it was kind of cringy. I think you've said that, Fabio, a couple times.
Yeah.
This is my first specifically with Microsoft, and it wasn't terrible.
Yeah.
It wasn't good either,
Oh God,
but
you have to watch Ubisoft. Oh God,
I heard Ubisoft is the
that
worst.
that's the cringy. Oh, dude, they have Nas performing. Oh my God.
Oh, last year.
Look,
No,
okay.
this year, tomorrow, they're performing Nas, the famous
Oh.
gangster rapper Nas, is gonna perform at Ubisoft. Oh my God, it's gonna be Just Dance. I can't. Oh my God.
Look, here's the thing. I have to ask.
Oh, you're
Who
talking
thought-
about the entirety of E3. I was just talking about the Microsoft press conference.
Who thought Aisha Tyler's funny outside of Watcher?
We're just gonna stop that now because that's a
What?
little too much.
No, dude, I'm gonna.
No, save it for tomorrow. It's tomorrow.
Are you
But
talking
he's not.
about-
He's not gonna be there. This.
Are you talking
That's
about
already been
EA?
confirmed.
Are you talking
No,
about
no, I'm
EA?
talking
We're
about
talking about Ubisoft, but
Oh,
that's for another
okay.
time. That's for another time, Nick.
Fine.
Talk about Microsoft.
Okay.
Well, we never even talked about Bethesda, but
Shut the fuck up. I was
We're
gonna
not gonna do
segue.
that. We're
I
not.
was gonna segue.
oh,
Fuck.
Oh.
You guys. All right.
you can cut that out.
I'm not gonna cut shit. This ain't no scripted event. I ain't editing this. This is going in raw.
Yeah, I'm sure it is.
It's shut up. All right, Bethesda.
We don't
Oh.
do our
Fucking-
sushi.
I love VR.
Woo!
Actually,
I never
you know
knew.
what's weird though? They spoke more about that than freaking.
Everything
Microsoft.
else. Oh, like VR titles?
Yeah.
I don't think Microsoft is like supporting VR.
Well,
Don't talk about. I'm not talking about like HoloLens or anything, but like actual VR games.
Well, no, they
Yeah.
are supporting VR, but it's just it's not their focus right
Yes, that's right. I guess that's where I'm like. That's what I meant.
now. They want to support it, but it's like I said,
Yeah, it's
they're
not their
focusing
focus.
on it
So
right now.
yeah, but I I like the whole Bethesda land thing. I thought that was really cute.
Yeah,
I
I
did,
like that comfy 1950s
Yeah.
like feel.
Yeah, they
Yeah.
carry it pretty well, especially when
Yeah.
they already have Fallout.
But as for the two VR titles that Bethesda introduced, they introduced Doom VFR, if you kind of understand what that means, and
I don't
Fallout 4 VR.
That VFR thing. What is what?
What's the F for?
Yeah,
V fucking R.
That's what I was
B the
thinking.
BFG.
Oh.
I mean, that's
You
what I
get
was
it?
thinking, but that's
Oh, I
fucking
thought it said virtual fear reality. That's what I
Oh,
thought.
fucking yeah.
But fucking
But,
Doom fucking VR. That's cute.
Doom, but yeah, Doom going back and like, Doom was a phenomenal game when that came out. And for them to go ahead and do a VR version of it, I wonder how that's gonna look. I mean, like the little teaser that they showed for Doom VR
Look good.
or
Look good.
VFR, it looked cool.
It looked good.
And as for the Fallout VR, Fallout 4 VR, that looks cool too.
It just looks like Fallout. Like it looks like Fallout VR.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's all we want.
It looks like Fallout 4, but you slap a VR system to your head, and
and also HTC Vive, no Oculus. I'm assuming.
yeah,
I'm
they
assuming
partnered
it's
with HTC Vive.
I'm assuming that's kind of neat. A lot of maybe PSVR even, because that's kind of similar.
We don't know. We'll have to see.
Probably similar stuff. But and then they started talking about they talked about
Skyrim on
Skyrim. No.
See?
Boy, you're going so ahead.
Well,
the
before that,
Sorry, I was interested by that.
They talked about their whole mod stuff. 3 million.
Mhm.
I thought this was impressive. 3 million mods downloaded.
yeah,
It's a lot. It's very impressive.
Bethesda
Did
is
you
known.
300 million actually. 300
300 million mods within. I'm assuming they're not I'm assuming together in both Fallout 4 and Skyrim.
Yeah.
But that's still a lot.
Bethesda is known for supporting their mod creators,
And they're gonna
which is really cool.
And they're gonna support them more with this Creation Club shit.
I don't know too much about it. It sounds cool.
Dude,
though.
it's
some
probably like a
credits
community
stuff.
mod browser thing.
How are you gonna get the credits though? That's what I was thinking.
Yeah, the credit thing I saw it kind of was interesting. I don't know how that's gonna
Microtransaction.
work.
I'm with dude. I don't.
Microtransaction.
I don't want to say that yet, but probably
I just feel
microtransactions,
like it.
or probably
Yeah,
I don't
but
know.
it-
They might
but-
they might get cute with it. I don't know. Fuck
Is it like, do you have to pay these credits to get mods?
I'm assuming that's what it is. It's like because it's like people are making.
I don't know how people are gonna
Well,
like
this
that.
I don't know. Fuck it. I don't.
Depends.
Because on the PC side, for many years, PC has always done mods and it's always been free. You know, people created these mods and they weren't charging at all, and people like that. But with Bethesda, if they're gonna go ahead and charge people for mods, I'm pretty sure that's gonna
crash and fail.
that's gonna be very,
Well,
very bad.
we don't know if it's actual money. It probably could be like their
In-game credits.
in-game credits or something. So,
Yeah, we'll have to see. So.
well,
I don't
because
know
like they
how
did,
they
because
did
they did say that the mods made through Creation Club will go to your achievements and stuff.
Yeah.
So like they could probably add like a whole thing. It was like if you do this
But,
within the game, you get this amount of credits for a Creation Club,
But
and then
what
you
happens
can,
when all of the
But
achievements are
going
over?
back to the credit thing. Real
Well, I'm
quick,
not saying with achievements. I'm saying more like stuff within. Like you'll have I'm going way off to like limbs and stuff with this, but like I'm saying like more like they would have like weekly like challenges or whatever to get stuff. You know, it's and there'll probably be microtransactions to getting the credits, but you can probably just get your credits yourself.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
I was also gonna say that like I don't. But even like if the credits you can get them for free, I still don't know how people are gonna react to that because
Well, yeah, but it's
because you could always get as many mods as you want whenever you wanted, and you know you'll have them on there. But now you're limiting people.
Dude, they don't,
to
because
get
Bethesda
mods.
doesn't want that anarchy, my dude. They want things to be structured.
I mean, everything works fine on the Nexus. Everything works fine on there. I don't see why Bethesda can't do the same
I don't
thing.
know, dude. It's just
I
probably
mean,
just a whole
also
new thing.
consoles are a completely different environment.
That's very true. So
you
it's
know,
probably
so-
it's probably just a way to legit to keep everything organized and not everything to be so like crazy.
Yeah. I don't know. I don't know how.
Not get a bunch of sex
I don't know how
mods.
I feel about the credit system. It's a little iffy for me. I'd like to see more of it though. I like to learn more and see how it plays out. So
Then going on with that, they talked about Elder Scrolls Online, Morrowind. Okay, it's
I
available
don't
now,
really care
right?
for
It's available now, so that's cool.
Does anyone here
available
play
now.
those games?
No, I don't. I don't play ESO.
No,
I-
either.
I've played it in the past for a good while. My cousin, I know, plays it a bunch, and I know a lot of people who play the game. I couldn't get into it because it's just I couldn't. It's just not my game.
Yeah, but apparently, okay, whatever. Literally, that just went. I was like, whatever.
I mean, I know with Morrowind they added a lot of stuff to it. They added a new area, added new arenas. They added a new arena system. I'm sorry. They added new areas to fight. So I don't think it'll just be Cyrodiil anymore. I think you can fight in other places. Don't quote me on that. I'm not sure. I'm just
Quote him.
I'm just kind of saying. But they added a lot of stuff to Morrowind. So if you're a fan of ESO and you're looking to maybe get into ESO,
This is the perfect time.
yeah, maybe you should look into it now. So,
On the subject of Elder Scrolls, Elder Scrolls Legend gets an expansion, right?
Scrolls Legend.
Is that game even
They
out?
get like more cards or something.
Yeah, it's been out for about a
Wow,
year, but no one
that's
talks about it
Yeah, that's crazy. 'Cause I
because
thought
Hearthstone's a thing.
dude, I literally thought this was like the new game. Like
No,
this
I
was
believe
Legend,
they
but this
announced it
isn't.
last year.
But this is an expansion, the Heroes of Skyrim expansion.
It's on
Mhm.
Twitch,
Yep.
dude.
It's
People stream
gonna
it.
be available on Steam, iOS, Bethesda.net,
Where,
Android,
wherever
the fuck you want to play it.
wherever Legends is available, the
Yes.
expansion pack will be available for you.
It will be available July 2017.
Mhm.
Cool.
So if you're into the card games like Hearthstone, maybe take a look at Legends, Elder Scrolls Legends. Maybe you'll
Yeah.
like it.
Yep. And then I thought this was really funny. They actually confirmed Skyrim on the Switch.
Right.
Yeah,
I thought that was hilarious.
Elder Scrolls
What the
5
frick?
Skyrim on
I
the
thought that
Nintendo
was
Switch.
so fucking funny because like
Hey, it's
when
on
the
the Switch.
when the Switch came
Mhm.
out, they had a commercial or like they have an advertisement with a dude playing Skyrim on his plane flight, and like then like Bethesda was like, we never actually confirmed it,
Oh my gosh.
but now they have. So I thought that was
That's been
super
confirmed,
funny.
So if for some
Also,
reason you've been
wait,
living
sorry.
under, or go ahead, what are you saying?
Sorry to say, sorry to interrupt, but like has motion controls. I thought that was kind of cool.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
thought
I
that
think
was-
it-
that was-
so.
That's cool. That's very. It's like a new way to play Skyrim. That's kind of cool. So
Yeah. But what I was gonna say is just if for some reason you've been living under a rock for like the past I don't know how many years Elder Scrolls 5 has been out,
You don't
and
have to
wanna
talk
go
about
ahead
that.
and get it,
you don't
and
have.
you want to go ahead and get it for the Switch, now you can get it. Or if you just want to get it again on the Switch, then you
we
can go ahead and
just-
get
I
it.
mean, at this point, even a toaster can run that game.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Skyrim.
Yeah.
Like, I
Fallout.
mean,
I mean,
Skyrim.
it's just the base Skyrim game.
No, I'm
It's
kidding.
not the deluxe or ultimate edition. Whatever.
No,
that
it's
one
the-
is.
It's
the-
the
it's the
ultimate.
special
It's the
edition.
special edition.
It's the
Yeah.
special edition. Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah. That's the reason why.
Sega-
That's the reason why they kind of used it for Switch for the Switch commercial because they were like, "Hey, this thing packs a punch." Not really, but
Yeah.
it's not the Wii U.
The Switch is more powerful than you think it is.
Yeah.
One
it's-
thing,
that's
and no
basically
one
that's what
knows
they're saying.
this. No one knows this, but the Switch has an 8-core processor. For one thing,
That's
like-
that's good.
that's just
You're right.
saying it has beefy hardware.
All right.
Well, not you know what I mean.
Moving on. With that, oh shit. Dishonored, Death
How do you
of
die?
the Outsider.
Love
Is
Dishonored
that
2.
a DLC?
Love Dishonored 1. It's
I believe
DLC.
it-
Like a
it's either-
standalone game?
It's either a
My
standalone
God.
DLC or it's DLC to Dishonored 2.
It's DLC
think-
Dishonored 2. Like,
Okay,
they've
that's
done this
cool.
before. Yeah.
That's cool. That's cool. I like that. I like that. It's pretty cute. I really
Dank.
like Dishonored 1. I didn't play Dishonored 2. I really want to play it, but pretty dank. Then the fucking thing that blew my fucking mind was Quake Esports. I mean, I knew Quake Quake Champions is gonna have esports. I knew it was gonna have an esports, but They have, and like I was like, oh, they're probably gonna have like a league or a circuit or a world championship series. But $1 million, woo! Might
So
well
what
drop
did you think?
everything and play this fucking game.
Are you sure?
Did,
You
did
think you're
they
gonna
confirm
win?
it as one?
Well, it's $1 million in the prize pot.
Okay.
So like that's still fucking big. That's a lot of money for
It's
a
a lot
new
of money.
game. That's
Yeah.
crazy. So that's crazy.
Yeah.
I'm not a. I haven't played any of the Quakes before, so Quake Champions is a new thing to me.
It's
It looks cool. It looks fun. Like a lot of the characters have their own little personality to them.
Yeah, and then
And they all do certain stuff. Like they all have their own little certain abilities, and I'm pretty sure that if you want a more classic Quake experience, I'm sure that there is a game mode for you where they like none of this extra stuff is available. It's just the classic Quake that you remember, just with updated graphics and whatnot.
I liked how they actually like gave like it's super huge respect to Bethesda to be like to even mention the old school Quake stuff
Yeah.
and like say how big it is. It's pretty cool of them to do that, and that's a lot of money, and yeah, it's pretty cool. Fast paced. I might get into it.
So moving on to the next
The
thing.
fucking coolest ass shit. This was so cool. The Evil Within 2. Creepy as hell. Holy shit.
Dude,
Gave me the goosebumps, dude. Oh
Dude,
man.
I have the best one of this game because
Cycle Break.
the first one I was like, okay, it's good, but it can be better. I know this one, ooh,
Will be better.
because the person who made this is the original creator.
Oh.
So
You kind
I-
of cut off there.
oh, sorry, I just got up. The guy who made this was the original creator of the Resident Evil series. So
Oh really?
That- I mean,
I heard that.
That's right.
Yo,
that's right.
what?
Yeah.
Set up on their
That's
Well, like-
wild.
yeah, I mean because he broke off, made his own company broke up from Capcom and joined Bethesda. But
So it gives it more promise. Holy shit.
oh yeah, basically, and like also he also made Vanquish. He also made that, so he branches out like different games. And of course, with me, I'm like, oh, while I liked Resident Evil 6 and 5, they weren't really the scariest games, but this one looks. I have hope for it. Like after Resident Evil 7, I don't know if he worked on 7 or not. Like after this time, I am very excited for Evil 2.
Cycle Break.
Yeah,
And it's coming out soon.
Yeah,
Well, more on that later, but dude,
Okay.
Sorry,
to
interrupt.
but no, it's
You never
fine.
played
I was
the
just gonna say I've never played the first
Me
Evil
neither.
Within, so
me
Cycle
neither.
Break.
I'm interested in. But go ahead. What were you saying?
I haven't played the first one, but I knew it was like a good horror game, and I was like, I'm just a pussy. But it looks creepy. The whole like creepy monster with the camera, that was really weird. I liked it.
Oh yeah.
The trailer looks so fucking sick. And then like the little gameplay they showed was super buttery. Oh, ooh, woohoo! Super good.
Looks
And
good,
like,
yeah.
and on top of all the creepiness, this game is coming out on Friday the 13th in October.
October
Wow!
13th.
That's
Out of all
so
the days they
crazy.
could have chosen.
Make sure to
Dude.
cross out your black hats. Build that song.
Dude, that is so
Break those mirrors.
That is so crazy.
Yeah, dude. October's gonna be a fun month.
October is gonna be a huge and like fucking okay. This is gonna be more like I'm going out of the way to say this, but fucking the Friday 13th game came out like 2 weeks ago. Why did they
Yeah.
wait until this day to release the game? Fuck it.
Well, isn't it still an
um,
alpha?
No, it did come
No,
out.
it's out.
Friday.
Oh,
it
it's
came
out.
It came out on Friday.
It came
Wow.
out on Friday the 13th. It's just not on October.
No, it didn't come out on the 13th, dude.
I'm pretty sure it
The
came out
only
on
the only 13th this year. Well, the one already passed, and then it's October. Like
I'm pretty sure. Okay, maybe I'm wrong then. I don't know when the game
But, like,
came out.
like come on, you missed like the biggest window. Like
I mean, the game was ready, so
I
I,
know,
don't think
but
they
fuck,
were. I don't think
they
they were
could've
going to
wait- they
wait
could've
until
waited. I
October.
don't know.
They could have waited.
But you know what? Evil Within
that's a
2.
bunch of
That's a
months.
cool date
That's
to release.
Yep.
That's really cool.
Friday the
13th,
13th in
yeah, so-
October.
Talking about October.
Can't wait for the game.
October.
Also-
another October game. October 27th, 2017. Wolfenstein 2.
Yes. Oh my
Wolfenstein 2, the
god.
new Colossus.
I
Dude, this
love-
game looks so
Dude.
sick.
I played the hell out of the first one. I enjoyed
The
it
New Order.
very.
Yeah.
Yep, I played the hell out of Wolfenstein: The New Order. Enjoyed it a lot.
Amazing game.
One of my favorites. I think it may be one of my favorites. I'm not sure yet.
I have like a boner for like alternate history games in which just the worst possible thing happens, and
How
the
many
New
are
Order
there?
is just like, oh, there's a lot of. Actually, not a lot. There's a decent. There's the one
Yeah.
that came out in 2009. I forget the name.
Okay, so like the one thing with this, I didn't play the New Order. Alright, I haven't played that.
You can forget about-
The last Wolfenstein game I played was the one on the PS3.
I don't
Yeah, that's the 2009 version.
That's a good game.
Yeah, it's fun.
That's a really good game. So I'm really interested in this. And dude, I fucking lost it when they showed like the dude on a wheelchair just fucking killing Nazis.
Oh
dude.
yeah!
Oh my god,
I
that
found
was
so funny.
This-
dude. That was
involved,
so
like-
fucking. That was like this is the greatest game in the world.
Yeah. Oh my god. And
I'm
I'm also gonna say that I was not expecting this game to be dropped. I was like, wow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I knew that Machine Games was like a game. I was like, but when? And ooh, perfect setting, like in America, reclaiming your freedom. I'm like, okay,
Yeah,
I am so down.
this
Remember
this
the KKK too.
yeah they
Yeah,
did show
just
the
like
members
the
of
conversion
KKK.
of
Yeah,
the two.
because the Nazis won.
Yeah, man, they're
Yeah.
like the best friends, dude. No, but like this setting
Just
and
for
everything,
breaking
and
them.
the setting for the story, it just seems super cool.
Yeah, it
And I'm
really
super into it,
does.
and I'm really excited. I actually might play this game. I might pick up the first
It
game.
looks like if you've played the last Wolfenstein, you probably remember that BJ Blazkowicz, who was the main character in the whole Wolfenstein
Oh.
series. He was injured gravely at the end of Wolfenstein: The New Order. So in this one, we were talking about a little bit earlier that he's in a wheelchair. So he's like hurt or paralyzed or something. I don't know.
And then I feel like he gets that suit.
Yeah, he has an exosuit on,
That's
which is like
I like that.
makes it allows him to move. It allows him to do all the old stuff, and I'm sure it gives him new abilities compared to the old game. So, and like they said before, it adds on to the where they try to take back America from the Nazis, and just liberate it, and bring back the United States of America to its former glory. So.
It's cool
Interested in the
stuff.
story,
It's
I'm
cool
looking
shit.
forward to the game.
Also,
Same here.
on
I'm
the-
so
on-
excited.
to add to that, what's the main character's name?
BJ.
BJ Blazkowicz. Yeah.
He's a Polish man.
He's in Quake Champions.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah,
really?
dude,
Yeah.
You see his like emotionless
He is
face.
in Quake Champions.
Yeah,
He's
because
a-
I wrote that down. I thought that was like an actor. I was like, who the fuck is this guy? But yeah, he's in Quake Champions. But yeah, going on, Wolfenstein, fucking sick. Looks awesome.
looks awesome. So,
All right,
so overall impressions.
overall impressions.
Short, sweet, to the point, but
Yeah.
gave me two good games to be really excited for, and a good
Mm-hmm.
and Dishonored to look forward to. I think I'm pretty much going to pick up both games. Maybe Wolfenstein immediately because I just really loved the first game. I'm going to be a little wary of Evil Within 2, even though I feel like now the game could be much better because, new sequel, you can try out some new stuff, you learn from it. I'm going to wait a little longer than that just because, the first one was good, but it was rough around the edges.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And as for me, the really the only game I think I'm gonna get out of all of these is Wolfenstein. I mean, the other games looked cool, but I haven't played any of the other games, and I don't know if I'll be able to get into them. So we'll see. But for right now, Wolfenstein 2: The New Colossus, I believe is the yep.
Also
It looks
nice.
really good. Cannot wait for that game.
The new
I'd like to know a little bit more about it, but I think I get the gist of it. So
Yeah.
yeah, and like Nick said earlier, the press conference was I think about 20 minutes to a half an hour, so it was very short compared to Microsoft, which was like an hour and 20 minutes or like an hour and a half or something like that. I don't know, but Bethesda kept it very short, kept it sweet. Yeah, it was just a good overall briefing. Yeah, that's all I gotta say. So,
Anything you want to add, Chris?
I mean, I don't really have a system to be playing any of these except for probably Skyrim, but I already have that. But there was one game, freaking Psycho. I keep calling it Psycho Break. I can't remember the English name.
Evil Within.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is that the Japanese?
Yeah, that's Japanese.
Really,
Oh.
Psycho Break.
Oh.
Just like Biohazard with Resident Evil.
oh yeah.
But not weird. But that one game, yeah, I'd
got
be
you
interested
hooked.
in getting that. Yeah.
With this dude, fucking short and sweet, fucking cute as fuck. Loved it. Dude, and also like with the Bethesda, like last year, it was like that too. It wasn't the same length, but like it was like we're only giving you games that are coming out this year.
Yeah. Like they didn't.
Yeah, this day at
They-
least for E3.
They don't bullshit. They don't bullshit
Mhm.
anything. They be like, "This game is in development," taking shots out there. But
You
I
have
think
to-
you know
you
what
have
I think you guys know what I'm
justify
talking about. And then all this shit. But I liked it. It was pretty good. I'm excited to.
Like all the games from Microsoft and Bethesda were announced to either come out this year or next year. And
It's cute.
there were a couple games out there that just weren't. They didn't announce a day or a time when it's going to come out at all. So
You'd have to wait and see.
All I know is
we'll wait and see.
by the end of today, basically, after seeing this, fucking maybe I'll get an Xbox. I don't know.
I was gonna ask you
yes.
guys that. For the 3 people here who don't own Xbox or have been really part of the Xbox,
That would be you, Nick.
yeah, me too.
Yes.
Yeah, everyone. Well, I mean, I've owned an Xbox.
I
Like,
have an
recently.
Xbox One currently right now. So,
So
I don't know.
That's
Maybe
what
I
we
might
got.
get the S.
I'm
yes.
in the same position. I might like maybe, huh?
I was just saying that the 360 disappointed me. Like it's just sitting in my closet.
Oh,
I
you
bought
actually
it
have
for it, and that's
Oh.
just because the GameStop couldn't take it back. So
What game was it?
you draw.
Oh my god. I'm
Yeah, I
sorry.
know.
But
yeah.
as for me, if I'm gonna get the console, the Xbox One X, I think it's likely that I'll get the console. It's just I'd like to see more games that are more games that are gonna come on the console. I'd like to see how it actually performs compared to just the stage floor.
Well,
Because like on like the stage floor, everything is some things aren't as they actually seem. So I'd like to see actual gameplay of maybe someone plugging it into their room, kind of just to see how it actually performs in real life compared to a stage. So
like actual
Like
console
the
game.
actual-
yeah, like an actual retail console.
Okay.
So for right now, like I said before, I think it's likely that I'll get one. But we'll have to wait and see. So
I'm in the same position. I
Yeah.
might either get the S or wait out to get the Scorpio because I just like
Okay.
get the best. Why not? But it's a wait and see. But like I am at least in like the direction of like I'm considering it after watching the conference.
The one. Okay. Now
Like,
here's
kind
my
of.
here's my fucking piece on this. They didn't really. I don't know. Like the games they have are cool. They look awesome, but I'm not too
Yeah, it's
big
sold.
onto it yet. The only thing that's getting me sold is maybe Dragon Ball Fighters,
Same.
because I don't
Yeah,
know. I don't know. If that's like a thing on Xbox.
I'm sure it's
or
not.
whatever.
I'm sure it's not exclusive.
But I don't know. I'll have to see. Yeah, I mean, some of the exclusives they have are kind of like, ooh. But-
Again, like at least I'm thinking about it.
Yes,
That's what I'm trying to say.
They had me thinking about buying that $250 console.
Yeah.
I'm not into. I don't have a 4K TV. I don't even have a PS4 Pro. So like, why would I?
Oh, that reminds me. they did say that in the Microsoft press conference, even if you don't have a 4K TV, you will still benefit from the console on your 1080p screen.
Cause that's
Because
maybe
super sampling.
that's what they meant about UHD and stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, like
Oh.
apparently it does like super sampling or something like that, and your 1080p,
Does it not get like sized down or whatever?
yeah, the 1080p, your 1080p games on your 1080p screen just look better, and they run better too. Like the
Okay.
load times are a lot quicker, and it's just a lot of the stuff is better. So
Well, I'm just saying I'm not
Yeah.
like if like I'm doing
What's
that.
Butoden?
What?
Sorry, I was talking about the Dragon Ball fighters.
I mean, honestly, it's like yeah, but to be honest, it's like I have the choice between a $250 or a $500 console. So
yeah, it's up to you guys.
I'm thinking about it. So that's good on their part for making me actually
Yeah.
think about it. But I guess that's all we have to talk about today for this podcast.
For this
So
golden glorious
for this
podcast.
great podcast.
Yeah.
Make sure to follow us on SoundCloud. If you're listening on SoundCloud, follow us on YouTube. Follow me on YouTube.
Us? Yeah. Oh,
Make sure you
crap.
smash that like button.
I don't even have a freaking channel.
Yeah, shut up, Chris.
Make one.
Okay.
Cue the music! Okay, that's
Thank you for listening.
I already fucking said cue the music.
It's too late, dude.
This Diego, your voice is not set. Not
Okay.
recorded.
Okay.